AITA for telling my foster sister my parents will get bored of her? I'm from a fairly wealthy family and was always kind of spoiled growing up. My parents never really disciplined me or anything, and aside from rules about looking right, they generally left me alone. They were apparently really obsessed with me when I was a little kid, but by the time I was 8, they had found other hobbies and begun getting me out of their way as much as possible by sending me to camps and boarding school. Alright, yeah, even I can hear how spoiled I sound for complaining about that. My parents have recently taken in Sammy, 14F. They've been very supportive of her and attentive to making sure she's adjusting well, improving her mental health, and overall having a good life. Which is great. She's the literal best and deserves far more than that. The problem is, I don't want her relying on them emotionally because they're not reliable. They're still in the honeymoon phase. I'm at home for the weekend, and we ended up talking about how it's been and how her parents have been treating her. She mentioned how supportive they've been. I was trying to be supportive but also warned her that they might change. She got upset and demanded to know what I mean. We ended up arguing, her saying it was my fault they ignore me and that she wouldn't be paid off and set aside, me saying that she could be an angel and they'd still end up not being as great as they are right now, and eventually I ended up straight up telling her that they will get bored of her. She was obviously upset. At dinner, she asked her parents if it was true. They said that it wasn't and that I just thought I was special. I asked why they wouldn't end up ignoring Sammy, too. My parents said that it was different because I was raised wrong and had been spoiled and basically was poisoned by being born into our family and spoiled. I claimed that that would be their fault anyway, and they said that they wouldn't repeat their mistakes with Sammy and that she had already learned about hardship, discipline, etc. They said they wanted to treasure a kid, but clearly it just wasn't right to do it from birth. I don't want her to be scarred if, when they decide she isn't getting them any new attention, and move on. Maybe they're right and they're paying attention to her because she needs and deserves it, but I don't know. I wanted to tell her because, like I said, I really don't want her getting hurt. Learning people aren't who you think is incredibly painful, and I want to spare her that, or minimize it if I can.